So for all of my many, many subscribers, I'm sure there's someone out there wondering, how did you get so fat? Not only how did you get so fat, but more importantly, how did you stay so fat? I know it's a hard question to answer, but as the old saying goes, fat is made in the kitchen. And if you want to get fat, you got to eat fat. No, on a serious note, so I was real skinny growing up whenever I was a teenager. I was 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, and I was around 160, 170 pounds whenever I was a teenager growing up. It was super difficult for me to put weight on. I had to eat and eat and eat. It was a difficult challenge getting up to 200 pounds, let alone getting up to what I am right now, around 255, 260. And I could not put weight on to save my life. I ate so much food and I just could not figure out how to gain weight. So it wasn't until my metabolism slowed down a little bit and I got older and more into like my mid to late 20s that I was able to start kind of putting on weight. The way that I went about putting on weight wasn't the best way to do it, but I did. So I have pictures of whenever I was in my early 20s and how skinny I was. And then from whenever I met my wife, and this was actually whenever I was 20, and how skinny I was here. And then all the way up to gaining weight and then losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight. So I got a lot of photos of past memories. So when I started really gaining weight and started really getting fat, the heaviest I ever got was about 290. And the way that I did that was I was eating a 12 taco box. I was eating 2 McDoubles, 5 McDoubles, 2 chicken hot and spicy chicken sandwiches, 8-piece family KFC, a large pizza, 3 subs. This was daily. I was doing 4 weight gainer shakes a day with peanut butter, family bag size of Dorito. Breakfast was 8 ounces of ham with 8 jumbo eggs or 3 tortillas and 3/4 cup of cheese with 3 pieces of bacon, 2 cups of cereal with milk and protein. That was my breakfast. I ate anything and everything. I was miserable all day, every day. And I finally got up to 290 pounds doing that. And I was absolutely miserable. So then, as I wasn't feeling that great health-wise, I lost a lot of weight, got back down to like 220 pounds. It's a photo of it. And then, shot back up, went down. And then I got back up to 276, about 265, 270, doing another powerlifting routine. And I didn't look too bad. But I was still fat and gross, the perfect kind of fat and gross. So what I learned what worked for me, whenever I started losing weight a lot, what worked for me was steak and rice. I did a lot of steak and rice, but now what I do is I do ground meat and rice. Each one of these meals is 7 ounces cooked ground meat, 8 ounces cooked rice. And I do one every 3 hours, so this is a day here, this is a day here. And then I have a big bowl of soup that has a bunch of vegetables. Any kind of vegetable you like, put in there, cook a bunch of red meat in there, add some rice to it, and that's what I eat for dinner. When I have a sweet tooth, I eat bananas, I eat oranges, and I eat yogurt. And that's what I do right now to maintain how fat and gross I am. But in all seriousness, this is what I'm going to do to lose weight. This is what I always do to lose weight, and it comes off of me quick. Whether I do intermittent fasting or I just eat like this to eat like this, it just it works for me. I don't know why. Chicken is extremely boring. I love dark meat. I do not like chicken breast. I hate chicken breast. I did it for years when I bodybuild, and I hate it. I cannot stand chicken breast at all whatsoever. But steak and rice, or any type of red meat and rice, particularly right now what I'm doing is just ground meat and rice. And then for sweet tooth, like I said, fruits and yogurt. If I decide to get more serious on this, I'll actually start intermittent fasting. But right now, I eat at 9, noon, 3, and then after my workout, then one more time before I go to bed is what I eat right now. And if I decide to really start losing weight, a lot of people say to intermittent fast to do it between noon to 8 p.m., which I've done that. I did that for 4 months, and I got almost no results. But whenever I intermittent fast from 9 to 5, stop eating at 5 p.m., yeah, you're hungry as hell in the evenings, but you go to bed on an empty stomach. I never understood that. So my mindset was, if I wake up during the day and I'm at work, I want energy while I'm at work, so I eat while I'm at work. Then my last meal is at 5 o'clock. I work out at 6. I burn off all my calories, but I burn off what I eat through my workout, and I deplete myself during my workout. And then I go to bed on an empty stomach. So not only do I use whatever last energy I have in my body for fuel, I go to bed on an empty stomach and continue that all night long and wake up, then I break the fast at 9 a.m. And man, I'll lose between 2 to 3 pounds a week if I'm not careful. And I'll be eating probably around like 8 to 10 ounces of red meat a meal, and probably 6 to 9 ounces of rice per meal 4 times a day. I eat 4 meals when I do that, and the weight just falls off of me. I feel great when I'm doing it. But I'm not trying to get that strict on myself yet. I don't want to be that hungry. So to stay my currently plump and fat self, this is what I'm doing now. And I know the weight's going to come down. I weighed myself on Sunday, and I was actually 261.2 is what I actually weighed on Sunday night before I went to bed. And I'm going to see what I weigh myself every Sunday from here on out, just to see what my weight's doing. I actually have a trip coming up in July, the end of July, beginning of August sometime. Sometime around that time of year. Not exactly sure, but we're going to be going to the river, and I think I'm going to try to lose a little bit more weight, so I'm not so fat and gross when we go to our summer river trip and everything. So, but for those of you who are curious what the fat and gross diet is, this is the fat and gross diet.